Good morning. Okay, so today I am excited because I don't have too many Zoom calls. I'm going to workout class in the morning, of course, because starting my day off right. I'm a little sore from yesterday because I did multiple workout classes, which is a good thing, but I'm just a little bit sore. And then I have a couple calls at a virtual speech. And then I have some in-person fun meetings, which should be really fun. I'm actually meeting the founder of Actinaker, which is like scalp treatment. I met her at Founders Weekend, and she's gonna like do my hair and show me this really cool camera, which I'm super excited to work with. And then I'm meeting with some other Founders Weekend friends, and we're gonna do a little co-working and stuff at Ludlow House. So bye. So in the morning, I promised Henry that I would take adequate amounts of laxatives because he said something really funny yesterday when he was making some laxative prune juice for me. He said like, help me, help you. And it just was really funny and sweet because he takes my laxative schedule so seriously. And like, that's true love, right? Where he like literally is loving me even though I have so much anxiety and stress that I can't poop. Anyway, so I promised him I would take more care of myself, better care of myself. So I woke up, I had my coffee, not necessarily because I was feeling tired, but I just love the routine of coffee. And also it's a natural laxative. And then I had like a huge glass of water. I drink out of this like old tomato jar, which is really my favorite. And then I also finished off like a whole bottle of laxatives and prune juice. And so I hope that works. I mean, update, I'm recording this voiceover at the end of the day and it has not worked yet, which is kind of crazy considering how many laxatives I take, but like that's just how bad my constipation is. Speaking of which, I made a few videos about constipation on TikTok and have been blown away by just the feedback in the community around being constipated. Like, I never thought that I would have a community around my bowel movements. And it is true that I grew up feeling like so embarrassed about it. I also have had old boyfriends just make me feel so shitty about it and like told me that it's gross to even talk about, and so I just kind of like suffered in silence, which is another reason why I think I so appreciate Henry's support with this. So yeah, so I basically just made my laxative drinks and I then like chugged them, and I don't really chug anything, not even alcohol, but laxative prune juice with pulp I will, because I don't like it, I don't love the taste of it, and I water it down anyways. If you follow me on TikTok, you might have seen some of the comments too, but I will say my day is made and I'm filled with like a rush of serotonin when I start seeing people like update each other about my poop progress. Like, I see people who are commenting like, bro, did you poop yet? And then other people were like, yes or no, yeah, she's trying an enema. And I'm just like, like, this is the community I feel like I wish I had, so I wasn't always so embarrassed of my bowel movements. And hopefully I'll figure out a better solution. But overall, I'm just like really enjoying like talking about it more openly because it's releasing so much shame that I feel like I grew up with for a long time. Anyway, so after I made my drinks and I had a few Zoom calls, again, really like chugged them all down within the next like 30 minutes. I had a quick virtual speech where we were doing like an icebreaker that was really fun with my friend Malati, who's actually in Bali, where we were finding plants and natural things around the house before I got ready for the day. Can I just say, there's something that hits different about wearing something that you made. So I crocheted this and I'm just so excited to wear it. I made the hole for the head a little bit small, and thanks to all of your feedback, I decided to keep it as a crop top. So the hole's a bit small, but once I get into it, I mean, I'm gonna keep my sports bra on because I only like sports bras, but there's something special about wearing something you made with your hands. So I made this sweater. As you can see, I mean, I just, told you that too. But it is so cold outside and I'm just not great with cold. So I'm, venturing out in the winter. I'm gonna go meet Nettie, our content director of August. As I said, like, we have an office which is like half my apartment. Like, basically we turned into a co-working space, but we all just love working at cafes. I personally love working at cafes because I feel like it just helps with my ADHD to like have a lot of noise happening around me, because it kind of forces me to then like focus in on what exactly I'm working on. They're opening a Trader Joe's here in Williamsburg, which I'm super excited for, but it's also going to hurt my bank account probably, because I love their pre-made things. Anyways, so around the middle of the day after my morning calls, I actually met up with Nettie, who is our content director at August, and we love just meeting up in cafes around Brooklyn and co-working, and I got this salad with avocado toast. I don't usually like to splurge on avocado toast because I feel like it's like $20 for half an avocado when I could eat like a whole avocado for $3 at home. But you know, this one wasn't too bad. The tomatoes were a bit soggy, but the avocado toast was overall really good, and I just love eggs in general. The waiter complimented me on my sweater, which of course I said I made it, which also made my day, and he said, oh well, I made my pants, and I was like, you got some cool pants. So overall a good day, and just yeah, my antidepressants are really working today. Okay, y'all, I'm super excited for this. So I wrapped up some work at the coffee shop, and now I'm downtown in Chinatown, which is actually, fun fact, I spent some of my childhood living around this area. And so I'm meeting up with Helen, who is one half of the co-founder duo of Acton, which is this cool like scalp care company. My understanding is like, you know, their message is we care so much about our skincare, why don't we treat our scalp kind of like that as well? So I'm meeting her, and just to talk about, you know, work and business, and hopefully get a hold of this camera that they created that's like super close up. Okay, so here is the Acton store, and we're gonna go meet Helen inside. There's Helen. Let's see if it's open. I feel the same today. I'm like, my eyes this morning. Oh my gosh, y'all, let me tell you about Helen. So Helen and her husband Colin, they own Acton, which is a really incredible like scalp care company, and Helen invited me in, and I thought I was just coming in literally to give hugs because I love her, and also to pick up this camera that they made that I really want to use on our pads, so stay tuned for that. But basically it's just like allows you to do a really close up, but she ended up doing like a whole treatment and my hair. Okay.
All right.
Crazy.
So,
do I take my hair down?
Take your hair down. Are you ready to see what your scalp looks like magnified?
I took a shower last night for you.
Thank you very much. I
feel so privileged.
So here's your scalp.
Oh my gosh.
Do you see, like, that's a hair follicle. What you see there.
Okay, so
the root.
If you're looking at my hair, what would you like prescribe?
Well, I have to look at it a little bit more, because that kind of area there is quite clean, but I can see, if you see the flakes there.
Yeah.
See this kind of like big flake here?
Yeah.
That's dead skin. But I want to show you, like, see there, that one there.
Okay.
So that's dead skin and oil build up together.
Okay.
And so if that one hair is at the end of its cycle or in mid-cycle and it's blocked like that, blocks the blood supply. And so, like a plant, if the soil is not good,
yeah, it
doesn't grow well. And so you need to feed it when you drain. So if we're blocking that blood supply, it's not getting the nutrients, and it can either fall out prematurely, or if it's not clean for new hair to grow in its new cycle, then it grows in thinner, weaker, or not at all.
So is it supposed to, like, if you use the products and take care of your scalp, it like prevents balding?
Exactly. Well, it prevents like itchiness, like an inflammation on the scalp, but that's also like to your microbiome. But it can prevent your hair from thinning out as you get older from taking care of your scalp.
This is so
It's the same
cool.
as your skin. Like, if you take care of it younger, then it looks better as you get older.
Do you see this?
But it is really about, look at that.
Yeah.
You see all that dead skin? This around you.
Have you ever done this on someone with lice?
No.
Really?
You can't treat someone with lice. To like create the lather. So you want to get the lather done, right? And then you want to start in here at the nape of the neck. And the reason why is because typically we go on top when we wash the hair. When what we're trying to say is that our trying to focus on here is you're cleansing the scalp. You're not cleansing the hair. It'll naturally wash anyway, so you want to make sure that you're really getting into like the back nape area in this crown area, because this is the area where everybody suffers, is this crown area. So with no sulfates, so sulfates were designed in the 80s, we hear this, to clean engines. Clean engines. And it's one of the cheapest ingredients that you can buy, and that's why they were everywhere. So like L'Oreal monopolized, sorry, I'm not meant to use that name, but monopolized the whole world. So like they were able to use so many cheap ingredients, and now you've got these brands disrupting, going, why are you using that? Why are you using that? We can spend a little bit more money and get good quality ingredients in these things. And let's tell people why. Like talc and dry shampoo is like toxic. It's got aluminium in it, and it's probably one of the cheapest ingredients, but yet rice and tapioca starch that we use in our dry shampoo, it's more expensive, but it's 2 times more absorbent, and it's non-toxic to the bloodstream.
Wow.
Same ways you show the difference in your products, you know?
What's the deal with parabens?
So parabens are, they claim that they're like toxic to the endocrine system and stuff like that. And like they're used for various different reasons. Sometimes they need to be used in some products, but they can be irritants as well. We don't use any parabens. No sulfates, so we use, it's like a coconut derived surfactant to get that kind of like the lather, things like that.
How would you describe the smell of the products?
Oh, I'll let you make that decision, but it's like, for me, it's like just walking into a spa.
Yeah.
Very gentle. Do you know when something's over perfumed, it doesn't feel that way? It just seems like it's natural, it's meant to be that smell, not forced.
Oh my gosh.
I think it gives me that.
I can't really describe what it's like. It's not a clear artificial smell. It just kind of smells like oaty. Yeah, it just smells clean. I just don't know what it smells like.
I'm adding water each time to get that lather, because there's no sulfates, you're not getting this big soapy lather, but you want to activate it because it's concentrated. And then you see, like now you're getting a good lather. It's because now the first cleanse removes any dirt, oil, sebum, and then the second cleanse you're actually going in and it's a cleaner scalp, and you're cleansing the scalp, you're getting into the hair follicle, you're feeding those nutrients. It's just magic when you wash your hair properly.
So
how does somebody be so passionate about washing hair?
No, I love it. I mean, people say the same thing of how could you be so passionate about periods and cleaning up menstrual blood.
Gross scalps.
What's the grossest scalp you've seen? Is it when there's just a lot of dead hair?
Not dead hair, but a lot of build up and dry skin and stuff like that. But a lot of people do have that and don't even notice.
Yeah.
But I would never call it gross, because to me it's like, I feel bad because there's a lot of pain goes with that. There's inflammation, there's stuff going on inside the body as well as externally. So, stuff like that doesn't gross me out.
And I guess it's also someone who wouldn't really know how to. It's like a lack of education and access.
It's like somebody having a wound, It's like, it's not nice to look at, but the pain that they might be going through with that as well.
So Actonacre you describe it as cold processed.
Yes.
What does that mean?
So every product you use on the market, it uses heat to blend the ingredients. So in the emulsification process, you need heat to blend the oil into water.
Yeah.
And so what happens is, when you cook something, or you're losing the nutrients, the oils. So that's why when you smell peppermint in ours, it's actual peppermint. It's not synthetic to make you think that it's in the product. It exists because we haven't burnt it off in the process. So everything's done almost like cold press juice for your hair, hyperbaric chamber, cold air and pressure to blend the ingredients together. And what that does is it basically retains the nutrients, the efficacy of the ingredients, and we also use 90% less energy. So not only is it packaging that we need to be thinking about, we're thinking about the process.
And where are the products made?
In New Jersey.
You should do videos there.
I know, because of COVID, we haven't been able to go out there, but now we're starting to go out there. We just did a video last week of the fill of our apple stem cells.
Yeah.
Going out to the lab, to work with the chemists and stuff like that.
I mean, even just
It's our hair mask.
Oh wow.
So it's the one in this tube. I use this light conditioner because I just love it and my hair is so thirsty and I need it. So no silicones. So basically silicones were developed in the 90s to give you that silky, sleek, straight hair. But now people want volume, they want texture, and it also like builds up in the hair like a plastic coating. So it coats the hair, and what that does is just blocks moisture from getting in. So like your plant. Like I said earlier, your scalp needs to be, you know, clean in the best environment for that hair to grow. If the soil isn't good, your hair's not going to grow properly. So with the ends, your plant needs water to grow. Your hair needs water to hydrate and grow, okay? So like, you're thirsty, what do you drink?
Water.
Not oil, which is, you know, basically what people
really
use
true.
to moisturize the hair. You're like, no, it needs water. So blocking that with silicones stops your hair from getting the right hydration. And so then over time that builds up and the hair is just parched. And so when you remove that, you need to like really, you know, provide it with proper hydration. So our hair mask is amazing if you're detoxing from silicones, just to really get in there. We call it like hair hangover. So, you know, when you detox from silicones, it's dry, it's parched, and it like needs all these nutrients. So it has perfect amount of glycerin just to attract a little bit of moisture. It's got vegetable proteins to like really build up with amino acids, and then butters in it just to really hydrate the hair. It's amazing.
What's your like biggest platform that you use for marketing? Instagram?
Yes.
Yeah.
Instagram and then in-store activations.
Oh wow.
I'd love to do postering.
You should.
Yeah.
I was looking at costs of billboards today.
Yeah.
Because I think that
They're
they're
expensive.
yeah. But some are cheaper, like if you go to different areas. Like I was looking at some in like fucking Indiana and like I'm going to Indiana this weekend to visit my grandparents.
Yeah.
So I was looking there and
Oh, there would be really cool.
right? Because
Let
it's
me
like
get a hair towel for
okay.
you 1 second. Like, you know, when you go to like a hotel or at home, you're like, shoot, I don't have another towel, or I have to use a big towel. It's falling off your head. It also, like, cotton causes friction and frizz.
It buttons. This is so cute.
And so it just doesn't come off. You do your makeup, and
Wow.
it absorbs the moisture, and also like stops the hair from getting frizzy. It curls. It helps it curl. So good.
I like it.
And no breakage. What we're gonna do is you just roll back like that, and then now I will dry it and give you the Helen Reeve style. But also, with your hair type, I love this brush. You feel that on your scalp? One A, 1B, 1C. You're 1A.
Okay.
That's straight Asian type hair, really thick, coarse. Then you got, you know, fine texture like mine, and then you know, even straighter, right?
Okay.
And then you go into type 2, which is you're starting to get your natural wave, just a very soft wave, like a little, just not poker straight.
So it's like 1 ABC.
2 ABC, 3 ABC, and 4 ABC.
And the numbers are the like how
It's just each category. So 1 is straight, 2 is wavy, 3 is curly, and 4 is coily.
Okay.
And then there's like 3 numbers underneath that, because, you know, under wavy you've got like thick waves, fine waves, straight, you know, that kind of way.
I'm 1A.
She's 1A. She's one hell of a girl.
Okay, so we were sitting here and I was like, yeah, let's just cut hair.
No, I think that's gonna always be like, and see, do I need to do anything else? Ah!
You look like Edward's.
Just
The Helen Reeve signature. What do you call it? Flat wave?
That way.
Flat waves. This.
This I started doing about 5 years ago, and now I'm known kind of for this. this now for this, but you know what I mean.
And so basically
I'm like shaping the hair like an S.
Yeah.
And I'm clamping it with a bit of heat, but not leaving it too long to make a dent or a line. And I'm just taking like small pieces of hair. So when you curl your hair with a curling iron,
yeah,
you get really flat here, and then all of a sudden all this volume, and it just looks a bit weird, especially with short hair. So you want to take pieces and you do it flat, so then you get this even natural.
I'm never gonna wash my hair ever again.
But you can flip it like I did. No, I just mean like.
Oh my gosh.
It's so shiny. You'll see how shiny it is. I mean, there's a little bit of.
It's so different though.
It's so different, the shininess, because you don't have those big.
Wow.
And you can see right in there, it's like all the dead skin and sebum's removed. It's mad, isn't it?
It's crazy.
And then what you're going to do is you're going to use a Renew.
Okay, y'all, so unexpectedly got my hair did because Helen is just like the sweetest fucking queen ever. And I mean, this is her signature Helen Reeve style. And I've never really like gotten my hair cut like that. And so it's just, you know, I think I'm just never gonna wash my hair because it will never look like this again. All right, friends, it is currently, what time is it? It is currently 6:25 p.m. Is it? Yeah, 6:25 p.m. And it is dark outside, which is so sad. And I just got home. I hung out with my friends Emily and Emma at Ludlow House, which was fun. I'm not a member of Soho House. I can't bring myself to spend that much money on like just being allowed into another restaurant, but I love when friends have that membership because they do have some good food and some like cool vibes. I just ate a cracker. Anyway, so I just got home. I'm hydrating. I'm gonna edit this video as part of my day 3 of trying to vlog, and then Henry is going to come home hopefully soon. Hopefully he brings dinner because I don't want to cook, and I think all we have is like cereal. And then I have a couple more phone calls, and then I'm literally just gonna make TikToks and go to sleep, answer comments. Yeah, anyways, it was a really good day, and I got a haircut unexpectedly, but I mean, Helen's amazing, and I mean, excuse me? It's not gonna look like this tomorrow, so just enjoy it. Soak it all in.